All right, let's party hardy. Redoing this guy because it was leaking. You see how it's all burnt up? It was burnt up because this label right here, it was leaking out, so I gotta redo this. This is the full piece. I got my baby boy today. He's at school. That's one. This tool is a must-have. $15 rigid pipe cutter. Most bathrooms have a standard of 1/2-inch pipe. $5-foot piece of pipe like this, about 15 bucks, not even. Yep, pipe cutter is critical. I've seen people go at these with a Sawzall, but the problem with that is you gotta fit them into your fittings afterwards, and you don't want any burred edges or anything like that. So You know, I don't do Sawzall. That also need a sleeve here. And here's my problem. I should have brought some alcohol today. These little freaking labels, man, they make for a hard time. You see this? See that's all burnt up? You got to get these labels off, because they'll cause a world of hurt. I actually had to cut that piece out after installing it, because I had a little hairline spraying action going on. And I'm kind of just being cheap here, wiping it off with my pants. Sandpaper will get some of that adhesive off. This really is simple work, but we can make it more complicated than it has to be if we don't take the proper precautions. Like one of the precautions I'll show you is something I'm doing today is I got this pipe cleaner. This ain't nothing but your regular impact drill. This bit slips on in there, and this will get the inside, and deeper in there is kind of hard to see, but that part will get the outside if you stuff it on in. Oh jeez, really gotta stuff it in there, huh? Okay. That work? Clearly this is my first time using this thing. Let's see, maybe it works better when I spin it. That's not fun. That's really in there. We're learning together, guys. I'm no expert at plumbing, but I get the job done. Really? I wouldn't got my bit stuck. Alright, let's do it the hard way. How many days are you working on the bathroom? I'll be working on it maybe another 7 days after I get this plumbing done. Putting the flooring in. After the flooring, I'm putting the back wall in. After the back wall, I'm putting the tub in. After the tub, I'm putting the rest of the walls in. And after that, I'm gonna tape and mud the walls. Man, that's really in there. It's sucking it back in. I may not be using this as much as I thought. $15 tool, not exactly user friendly. way too much energy fighting this dang on thing. What was that? TS Fun. What's up, guy? Your name's kind of complicated. Am I tiling it? No, I'm putting it in shiplap flooring. It's coming out. They wanted to go with shiplap. I'll prefer to be tiling it. I'm no tile expert either, but that will stand a, jeez, that will stand a better test of time. 2 brushes in one, they say. Yeah, I bet. The problem is, this guy's brutal. Maybe I gotta bend that a little bit to use the other one. Alright. Let's bend it then. This is new. That's probably why it went in so hard. Bend some of these down. Let's see. Oh man, that's, once it goes in, it's in. Yeah. Probably won't be using this too much. So what I'll do, instead of sticking it in, I'm just gonna do it like this. Get me? Alright. How many hours put in? Let's see, Slick Ricky, I put in about, I'm 1 weekend now. That's gutting it. I got the ceiling in, I got the ceiling fan in. I got a lot of the material here, the tubs in the hallway, the toilets downstairs. I got some walls downstairs, flooring is here. All this freaking material everywhere. So I'm about 7 days in now. Today is legit day 7. Yep, 6 days was Saturday. Is that 5 days? I don't know, I'm about 7 days in. 6 hours each day, so 6 times 7. You do the math. That works just fine. This one I gotta go inside. The goal is to get it clean. Alright. Ooh, something stuck me. Oh. It don't take much to clean this copper. Can you see that difference? Alright. One thing I almost did was bought another can of flux just because I had some debris in there, because I'm not as bright as the brightest crayon unboxed, and I set this down on the floor and got my brush a little bit dirty, right? And that's all it takes, man, to mess up your solder job. Just a little bit of dirt. But instead of just buying a whole nother can of this, which is 15 bucks, I just kind of went in there with my finger and got all the dirt out. So you got to be careful not to get your flux dirty. Feel me? And sure enough, there's a speck. So just try to be mindful. Maybe I should have spent that extra $15. And another thing, after you know, blasting stuff with the torch so much, there's a bit of char. My bristles on this brush got charred, and you don't want to get any char in your joints. That'll make for a leak. The goal is, after you solder this thing together one time, you got no leaks and you're done. That's the perfect world. That's why you want to clean the pipes. You want to make sure your joints are clean. Don't be stingy with your flux. Alright, it's time to solder this guy. Get this out of the way. Another helpful tip if you're doing a job like this, you see how I got the floor all pulled up? You want to minimize stepping on these joists because the ceiling downstairs is attached to those. And you step on that guy too much and the ceiling will fall out. You loosen it up with every step. Bad enough when removing this flooring, you got to beat on this. That loosens it up as well. So while you're doing the removal, you want to keep an eye on the downstairs ceiling. And if you see it coming down, get a couple drywall screws in so that it doesn't fall through. What does it say? Mark Dickens, gonna be a million hours if he doesn't sharpen up with getting that flux on. Yeah, you're right. But today should be the last day. We're dealing with this flux and that. Where's my this guy? I'm open to any tips you got. If you guys got any tips or tricks for the trade, throw them at me, man. I ain't proud at all. I ain't got no pride. Life didn't kick my butt too much to have any pride. So if you guys got any tips or tricks, please. I can't guarantee I'll use it. It has to make sense. I'll use my discretion. So I'm a carpenter by trade, if you're curious. I was a union carpenter, local 1889. They didn't keep me working, so I went rogue. I actually was working pretty good out of state. All right. Yeah, I was working good out of state, but I had a new wife at the time, and she wanted me home. She really didn't want me home. She wanted my money home. But I wanted to come home. If I kept that job, I'd definitely be foreman, and I'd be running my own crews right now, but I chose family over the career. if I had to do it again, I'd make the same choice. It wasn't exactly the financially friendly choice, but yeah, hey, definitely learned more on my own and out in the field. All right, it's gonna get a little loud with the torch on. So I use my pliers to grip this so I don't burn my hands, okay? And I'm gonna hit these joints one at a time. All right, here we go. Only takes about 15 seconds. That's it. If you go any longer than 15 seconds, you're risking messing up that solder. All right. Now I'm gonna go to the next spot, and this is gonna get this whole piece warm. But the only part that's in jeopardy is the part where the heat's hitting it directly. You only want that heat on there directly for about 15 seconds, 20 seconds max. All right. Right now, solder wouldn't go because it's ice cold. Watch this, 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19 seconds on that guy. I got one char piece I don't like. There we go. He's good. Huh? Get some steel wool, pre-clean the pipe. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I just did the pre-cleaning. I got the flux on there as well. Going to the next joint. I'll show you what I cleaned it with there, Mark Dickens. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's taking it. Once it starts taking it, get it off the fire. I want to get some on this back piece. Yep. Get that there. Try not to set myself on fire. Okay. Turn this off. So I don't want to aggravate this piece that I just did. It's going to go on this wall. Let me show you. Alright. So, see where I got this stopper on here. I put this stopper on because I had to cut this piece out because it was leaking. This piece was in like this. Alright. Now, let me show you. Got a bit of char on the wall there because I tried to fix it while it was in the wall. See this char here? Because I was blasting this with my torch. But, you know, before causing a fire, I stopped blasting it with the torch because you can't put heat in a confined space like that. So I bit the bullet and cut that piece out and made a new one. So I'm just gonna splice this guy in there. But first, I gotta take off this stopper that I put on. So just to show you, Mark, this is the tool that I'm using. I think that's the wool, the steel wool you're talking about. And I'm using that to clean around the outside of my pipes and the inside. All right. Next up, get this off. I got the water main turned off already, guys. This piece is hot. I need my grips, so I'm gonna just. All right. You see me okay? All right. I think you can see okay. Make sure. Oh, you couldn't see. All right. Let me put you right here. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, if you don't mind, please like and subscribe. I can use the support. If you like this, I got a ton of work that I do. So you might be curious of how I get jobs like this. So I subscribe to, I am a Angie Pro, Angie Home Advisor. You ever hear about it? Drop a 1 in the chat if you ever heard about Angie. Drop a 2 in the chat if you haven't heard about it. So Angie and Home Advisor, they're the same company. And I buy leads from them. I buy leads so they connect me with the people that are looking to get stuff like this done. This was a bathroom renovation project, which obviously that's what's happening right now. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. And those Angie leads are expensive, and just because you buy them, it doesn't mean you're going to get the work. So there's that. But it's worked out for me pretty good so far. It's expensive, but it beats the alternative for a guy like me. As long as it's warm outside, I can make a living on my own. I don't need to deal with your traditional 9-to-5 type of work. I'm hands-on enough where I could sustain myself. But the problem is, when wintertime comes, it's a whole nother world out there. So I'm gonna clean this pipe. So that's where Angie comes in, Angie Home Advisor. I buy my leads from them. And they keep me working throughout the winter. Otherwise, I'd have to go and get a regular job. I got a bachelor's degree. I'm actually pursuing a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. But I'm going to be a few years before I can secure that. I'm only taking one class at a time. And even when I get that degree secured, this is a hobby of mine. I like doing stuff with my hands, you know. I have to do stuff with my hands or I go crazy. Ooh, almost forgot that was hot. It's warm now. All right, let's clean the inside of this guy. All right, looking good. I already got that greased up. Just grease the inside of him. Talk back to me, guys. Don't be shy. I'll answer you. So, I gotta hold that there. I'm gonna have to blast this. I probably should have cut some of this wall out first. But you know what? This whole piece of wall is coming out anyway. So I can put the new wall in. But for now, I just need to connect my pipe. So I'm gonna have to hold this steady while I heat it up 15 to 20 seconds. Get my flux on there. Get my flux ready. Or not my flux, my solder. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Solder ready. All right, enough screwing around, let's get her done. If you see a small fire, don't be afraid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Three more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should do it. Whew. What do you think? I'm hoping that did it. So I'm going to test that before we close the walls back up. Or the next big thing is I gotta finish this guy. And this goes up to the shower. This is coming up from the cold water. This is coming up from the hot water. And this is the mixing mechanism here. Hear that joint all the way around. Solder won't flow in cool spots. Oh, heat. Yeah, you're right. right about that, partner. You got good information, Mark. I appreciate you. So let me show you the wall. See how, see how old and ugly all of this is? I'm replacing all of this. So I'm duplicating what's there. And you're witnessing it live. Okay? I gotta go grab my marker. Give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna run downstairs, grab my marker out of my coat pocket. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about the brief intermission. I need to get my marker so I can mark the copper. Okay. Whew. All right, let's do it. Oh. All right. Who was that? Let's talk, Mark. Mark Dickens says, my first attempt, I had 6 joints and 6 leaks. I've been there before, brother. How you doing, MD Murray? Appreciate you stopping in. All for not heating the pipe all the way around. Yeah, I'm with you, Mark. All right. Top pipe I need. Let's call it 11 3/4. 11 3/4. Here we go again with that adhesive. Get this cut. So Mark, how long have you been in the plumbing business? Are you still doing it? Are you retired? What you got going on? Clearly you're full of information here. Me, I just kind of learned plumbing as I went. You do carpentry long enough, you run into this stuff. My first plumbing job I ran away from is actually my auntie. She owns a house in the Chicagoland area, and she wanted me to do her bathroom for her. But once I got the walls out and I saw the plumbing, I was intimidated. I'm like, man, auntie, I don't want to mess your stuff up. I'll do as much carpentry work as you want, but I ain't touching that plumber. You need to call a plumber. She didn't want to call a plumber. She actually ended up messing her plumbing up. Would you believe that? She hired some rinky-dink guy to come out and do it, and he messed it up. And she ended up having to tear it down, tear the bathroom down, and do it over with the plumber that knew what they were doing. But I'm at the point now. Where I'm comfortable doing this work. You know, when you're doing enough carpentry and you start seeing a guy's plumbing and you can tell that their plumbing's done wrong, it's probably time that you start doing some plumbing, right? I'll give you a perfect example. You want to see this? Can you see this wall here? Look at this wall. I gotta stop this from spinning. I want to show you something that's done wrong. Righty tighty. Okay. Can you see that? You see this power outlet? You see this plumbing? That's not supposed to happen. It's supposed to be separated, not in the same 16 inches. If somebody were to build something on the other side of this wall, they're risking messing up the electricity and the plumbing in one go. That's a problem, right? So I'm to a point where I can understand that stuff. So I do a fair amount of electrical and plumbing myself. So Mark, I was asking you how long you been in the game? You know, guys, it's nice being able to do this stuff because you can really help people out when they're in a pinch. If you got the time, if you want to help, all right? There's a lot of crooks out there. All right, Mark, you're a retired accountant. You hated it, so you took up DIY to keep sane. Well, brother, I can tell you all about the accounting equation. That is, what is it? Assets equal liability plus equity. That's the accounting equation. Believe it or not, I had a run with information technology. I was a SAP FICO consultant / project manager. Making some good coin, about 140 grand. But that corporate America thing, man, it's brutal. One day they love you, the next day you're unemployable. Alright. What you said, I got everything wrong before I got it right. Yep. How many projects have you done, Mark? The name of the game for most of this stuff is not giving up, you know? Most people just quit when it comes to hands-on activities. All right, let me get my flux. I'm gonna flux as I go. Jeez, oh jeez. Alright, got that. Set that like that. Easy does it. And be careful not to get any yeah, SAP sucks. You know, I was learning that stuff pretty good, man. And I can tell you all about accounts receivable, accounts payable, general ledger accounting, even some controlling. I got the financial accounting down pretty good, and I even started going into some of the managerial accounting. but they want you to be a freaking 20-year veteran, or they stop talking to you. You know, it's brutal. You know, he did about 100 projects, flooded the house, messed up the central heating, set the house on fire. All right. I'm gonna try to hit all these joints at once, guys. So I'm getting them all fluxed up. And I'm gonna need a cap. Alright, give me a cap. Okay. 16 firefighters showed. All the neighborhood dogs needed to be walked at the same time. Yeah, that's the neighbors for you. Did your insurance cover it? I probably shouldn't ask you that. Don't answer that. They may be listening. Get in there. There we go. 1, 2. So what do you think, guys? How long before AI takes over plumbing? Got any opinions there? This bottom piece. Who said hi? Who's that, Dale? What's up, Dale? Dale Cleveland? Alright, Mark says they got there in time. Water damage to the bathroom that you're renovating. Insurance paid most of it. I was up on the deal. That's a good deal. I bet your insurance rate went up after that, didn't it? They get their money back. 4 3/4. Go 4 7/8. No comment. 4 7/8. Yeah, my ex-wife had, those guys came knocking on the door trying to sell us a new roof and siding because a storm passed through and apparently damaged the home. And I'm trying to shut the door on the people saying, hey, no thanks, not interested. Here comes the wife. She talks to him. Next thing I know, we're getting new roof, new siding, the whole nine. And guess what happened to the insurance after that, homeowner's insurance? Because they made an insurance claim. Nothing was wrong with the siding of the roof, by the way. It was totally against my judgment. But the insurance went up. And she's probably now paid for that roof and siding 3 times over. And she's gonna keep paying for it. It's the crazy thing. Alright, so I'm gonna do both sides here. Grips. Put my sleeve on. This one also. Okay. In the UK, we have Yorkshire fittings, elbows, straight couplings, etc. It contains solder, so no messing about with reels of solder. Oh wow, is that right? Saves a bunch of time. That's interesting. The U.S. will never go to that. You gotta regulate everything by the time they're done setting the regulations. Oh, all the plumbers will be retired. To get a adapter. Oh. Also I didn't know you were in the UK, brother. It's true what they say. The world's getting smaller. I'm in Chicago, Illinois, the western suburbs of Chicago. Just far enough away that you don't hear the gunshots. Close enough that I can get there if I needed to. Need 2 of these. Alright. I appreciate you guys hitting those that like button and sending all those hearts through. If you don't mind, subscribe. I can use the support. I appreciate if I just had 1 viewer, I'd appreciate it. I think we're ranging in between 10 and 100. It seems to be very sporadic, which is fine. So I'm taking all these labels off because they burn. The labels burn, the adhesives burn. I'm just hitting the outside of this to clean off the dirt. But it's really the inside of this that's gonna get the fitting. You know, I actually enjoy doing plumbing. Now I'm saying that as I'm building this, you know, hopefully I don't got no leaks. I won't like it then. Alright, got that one on. Let's get another one. What up, son? That's my baby boy. I'm sorry, son. The camera stand has taken your job for today. I got my son. He's about 14 years old. He's a good kid. He's not like me, which is awesome. I was a freaking knucklehead. I figure if I keep him away from the girls, it'd be alright. Landed there in 1998 on my way to Racine, Wisconsin. Howdy. I had a brother that did a stretch in Racine. I have a brother. Coming from the Chicagoland area, it's not much. I've never found myself with much business in the Wisconsin area. Had to stay in Minnesota. Pretty affordable. The girls there, they were like the women there are like the weather. Mean and nasty. I can tell you guys something that I learned about women though, in all honesty. And I learned this through my daughters. I have one of my daughters is now 17 years old, and she is a sweetheart. Always been a sweetheart. Since the day she was born, she's still a sweetheart today. Okay? And she's just like that, right? You didn't have to coach her into it. She's just a sweetheart. I got another daughter. She's about 20 years old now. And she's pretty rough. And you know, she's always been like that. Sometimes the girls are rough just because they're rough. Sometimes they're sweethearts because they're sweethearts. Take your time and get you a sweetheart. You know, take your time. All the time you need. And if you're thinking you're going to change one of those rough girls into a sweetheart, you may find one that's a good actor. Let me tell you, it's an act. They kind of are how they are. Is it possible for a girl to change or anyone to change? Yeah, it's more like a miracle than it is a standard. You know, I can hold my breath if I were you. Unfortunately, I'm speaking from experience. Alright, time to solder this guy. I need my grips. Need my torch. And I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 joints to hit, so this will be fun. I gotta lock in, guys. Got all my joints on this fixture ready to go. I just gotta heat them up and solder them. I'm gonna do it all at once. Ready? All right, let's do it. Hold this guy. Where am I gonna hold it? I'm gonna hold it like this. You know, I can probably hold it right here now. Yeah. At first I was holding it by my grips because it was such a small piece when I was heating these. But I'm to the point now where I can just hold on to it by hand. Alright. I think till I burn myself here. Let me put this on for fun. Just in case I need to escape the heat. Let's party. Let's start at this guy. Seems to be the most important. Ooh. Can you see me? Alright. Oh, come on. Look down a little. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just locking in for this one part. Oh, come on. Oh, lefty loosey. Oh, I'm loosening the wrong one. There we go. Okay. Whew. You guys ready? All right, here goes nothing. go. Alright, let's assess the damage. This one's a bit crispy. If any of them are bad, it's going to be this one. Let's see here. That actually looks pretty clean. Alright. That looks like you made a good seal there. I'm concerned about that guy. How about this one? That looks acceptable. This guy, it's pretty damn crispy. But I'm gonna leave them alone. When I'm attaching the bottom, I'll hit it again. Okay, just a little. Alright, this is ready to go in. Okay, so I'm going to sit this down. Sit this down, let it cool off. In the meantime, I'm going to put on that stopper. Oh, I need to get this out of the way. There, let's sit you here. Oh, try not to aggravate it. I got to put a piece on the top of that for the shower. Forgot about that guy. What are you saying here? Asbestos cloth behind to protect the wood. Hands-free work piece. Yeah, that's true. Alright. This guy. Clean it off a bit. This isn't a solder piece, this is a compression fitting. that clean. Okay. Hopefully this is the last time I will ever be taking this off. Unless this is in the far future. Okay. It's a compression fitting, so you want it tight. Tight. And don't aggravate the pipes, whatever you do. I probably put this on too tight. Okay. Make sure that's closed. That's closed. That's closed. So when I turn the water on, this should be completely sealed, no leaks. Okay? All right. What's up, Matthew? Matthew Rivera. What's up, Ivan? You guys are the chaps. Thanks everyone for joining. All right. Now I gotta figure out how to do this shower part. Let me show you this crap I got going on here. So guys, here's a shower. Okay. Normal crap. We got a drain pipe right here. This is going to vent out to the roof. Okay. So I gotta bend my freaking shower pipe behind this and up to the top, which means I'm gonna have to blast this area right here with my torch to get the copper to seal. But as you can see, this drywall's crap right here anyway on the other side. So, and I already tore it out in a couple different areas. So I think I'm just gonna end up replacing that whole wall on the other side, which is fine. But for right now,